Hopefully won't need no mods, but hey, how's it going? We live. It's Friday. Ooh la la, in the midst of the polar vortex, freezing out all the BS. You feel me? Let's see what we got. Ooh, extra eyes. Oh, we don't need a filter. This is us. Deal with it. Hi. So I thought today we would do some wine and wisdom as I roast myself, roast my experience, and just spill tea. Grab your cup of choice, get your crown chakra protected, and let's get into it. Since we're doing wine and wisdom, I was thinking maybe do warlocks and witches as a shadow priestess and as a alchemist that reps the divine and the lower energies. Let's just share some of my experience so we can speaketh thy truth so that I can be set free and also inform the collective on what exists lurking in the unseen. So let's see. We're going to use this deck, Heaven and Hell. Both are a place on earth, a vibration, a frequency. Who's that? I'm not biased. As you know, I am the honest heretic. Had so many energies sent to me that I have just learned to be friends with everybody. Let's see what we got here. Oh, well, I can't say that word on YouTube. Andromalias. It is despair and choosing to take one's life, hopefully to a higher level. I hope you guys can hear me. I got my earbud or my, thingy in. And then on the angel side, this is 72, so it's 99. We have endings and rebirth because, like it's opposite. You know me. I respect Abraxas, and it is the law of opposites. That is my father. Thank you for tuning in. Don't forget to like, subscribe if you're watching the replay. Hey. We have rage, but not sacred rage. See, this is like a whole bunch of gas. This reminds me of like gaslighters that weren't like loved right from childhood and became narcissist. And mental force, having the mind, because the mind is all and the universe is mental. If we don't have a proper mental, then we don't have a proper mind. And mental force is everything in the universe. It is how we project our frequency. It is how that we put forth our free will. And then you see this one's all like, it doesn't even look like anything. It's just like a hot mess. It's not even chaos. It's just like distortion. It's just like why are you mad? Like your rage should be turned into your power if you are angry. And I've set this to 18 plus. It's in my country to be 18 to enjoy wine. And what we are going to speak of is going to be mature. Okay, I'm a survivor. I'm sharing my testimony for the YouTube algorithm. Do not shame me. Do not silence me. This is my experience lived, and I want to share with the world what I have gone through so that hopefully it can embark wisdom upon my fellow brethren and sistren and help them on their ascension. Yeah, we have success, and then war and violence. You cannot have success if there's war and violence. 44, so 8. I'm thinking that world leaders are starting to see it's not about their ego, right? It's about the heart space. So we have our heaven and hell oracles gave us some energies of which we will be going through right now. And the name here is Shax and I-L-A-I-A, which is success. Looks like a feminine archetype. Femininity, how we receive, right? Hebrew, when you practice You know, other practices you do learn to speak your Hebrew, Judaic, such things, right? We have Abrahamic, we have Judaic, mysticism. And the mysticism is the mythology of which all things have begun in. Alright, I don't drink wine much. Oh, yeah, I want to show you the wine that I was drinking today. We have Fleur de Charme. Charlemagne. No, just kidding. It's Bordeaux Superior, product of France. It's like the only wine I drink in this era of my life. Wine is holy. Some say it's the blood. As long as you drink wine and do not be drunk in drunkenness, then you are okay. And it would take probably a case of that to make me live in a little extra. Thank you for tuning in. What do we have here? Yeah, I want to speak of like the shadow aspects of the warlocks and the shadow aspects of witches, because we have both. And to be in the shadow is to project ill intent. It is to like put your power outwards onto another that you feel you're losing your power to. Where if you are in your light aspect, healing, doing that shadow work, going through the dark night of the soul, you are projecting it forward into you because you want to change your external experience. You're not giving anybody power to manipulate and like give more of yourself to. It's like trauma, right? Like a lot of people that have dealt with trauma become the traumatizer because they're not healing and they're not accepting the fact that they need to take accountability, that now yes, you are not at fault for what was done for you, but you are in control of how you choose to heal from that and become different from that. And then, it's like pain cycle, like in the pain body, like we're so focused and worried. It's like The Secret. Like, oh, I'm so scared to be heartbroken. And then you go break hearts. And then it's like, oh, now you're the villain kind of thing. And then you have to like really look at yourself in that point and be like, okay, I am responsible for exactly what it is that I put out, not that has been put onto me. I think I need to get more of the cards. Not all of them. There's a lot. Yeah, star power. I think that came in on the last reading that I did, healer, because 17 February is going to be the year of the fire horse. That is the activation of the flame. Like those that are the keeper of the flames are just going to be like just like running like a whole Mustang, like just lighting their path up. And that path is going to be like seen for those that are still sleeping or still unaware and be like, oh, what? There's a way out? Yes, there is. 17, the star. Oh, I'll put them back in the bag before they all explode all over town. Oops. I saw that. Okay. I hope your evening is well. I hope you are doing good. I hope you are connecting to your frequency of love. We have divine, actual, spirit, sapio, smexual, mind, non-smexual, soul, pan-smexual, matrix. What master do you them serve? Is it escapism? Is it giving into the animalistic self? That's not for you to judge. That is for you to witness and to see and to decide that you do not wish to partake in certain areas or wish to. Just like, we have schmexual magicians that harvest the energy of others. That's why they usually go each way, because it's about the vulnerability that they are after. Just like sympathy demons, as I call them, that need sympathy, like woe's me. Like you look at any predator that has masked unalived people, and they always look for the victims that are sympathetic. Like, oh, I can help you. Oh, I can save you. Oh, I can do this. Oh, blah, blah, blah. Because that's what they need. They need that to cover and cloak themselves in. Just like witches, like, oh, I'm the victim, victim, victim. Like low vibrational witches, because high vibrational witches are priestesses and they are healers and they work with alchemy and light. And they don't need other people's energy to create, but they will take other people's energies of dark forces to like illuminate themselves. We have spiritual walk in. You ain't the same, switched up, unpredictable. And this can go higher or lower. This can go shadow, and this can go the illuminated. Because when we get a walk in, it's usually because the spirit, the essence, the soul that we have been walking in or like had with us since birth or through, like, you can have many walk ins in life. Like my first walk in was like when my essence was drained. I like was in my ego. I like lost connection with my higher self. And then like eventually something else had to come in towards me to awaken me and to like hold me alive pretty much. So we're gonna see that. We're gonna see spiritual walk-ins or walkouts. Like if you see throughout the world, it's like not everybody has a soul. Not everybody is alive in the sense of being a keeper of soul, spirit, and flame. And the year of the horse is really going to expose that. And it's going to be quite shocking to those who have kept their heart space on, that have kept their kindness alive. You know, like kindness is something that is a moral compass. It is a voice that lives deep within us, that is almost the quietest, the whisper. It's the no, I can't. It's the conscious. It's the little Timothy cricket. And this is why we must know our higher self, our creator, because in the dark times, in the end times, it's going to be like, once you really see evil, it changes you. It changes your whole perspective on life, especially when you've like touched elbows with evil. It freaks you out. It spooks you. It shakes you to your core, to that little voice that's like, this is what I've been trying to keep you safe from. Yeah, Supreme Spirit, I invite you in. Please work through me to help others heal and grow. Thank you. Invite like others, we are oneness. And this is the grand separation. Like heaven is a place on earth or hell is a place on earth. It just depends where our focus goes and our attention goes. Where our alignment is. You know, people will always try to attach and hold on and harvest to those who carry that spark, and they want to take that spark. They want to use that spark for their own goodness. And those are like masochists and just people that like to project pain onto people because they've lost that part of themselves. I am Inanna. Get the gods drunk. Off. Sensual love. I don't even know what I wrote there. And steals their powers. But they're powers that they use for evil, like how we saw success here and then in the inverted. It's a mirror world that we live in, and it's as above, so below. We can only experience and live in the world of which our inner reality reflects. That's why it's so important to go through your dark night of the soul. So important to do the great work, the inner healing, the shadow work. One must unite with their shadow, not where their shadow feels like they are needy or need protection or attention. It needs integration. It needs understanding. It needs a safe place to land. And then, yes, you exalt your shadow and you know that you have dark and light. Yeah. Okay, mini live. Her faith and divine connection brought her to her. And that's her feminine energy. Like, I'm pretty convinced that like everybody's shadow is a little, like, is a girl. because that's who receives the love. And the love that we receive as children is from our environment. It is from our family. It is from our unit, our environment. Right? She lacks nothing, always in her bag, in her own lane, and only in the business that pays her. That's why God's got her, protects her, and gives her everything she wants. She believed she could, so she did. As someone that grew up in a very toxic family unit, where my innocence was almost just dragged through the mud because those that raised me lost their own, or they just didn't honor their own. Dignity was degraded, never properly mirrored. The only thing that brought me through that darkness and sent me on my path to integration of the light was that little voice within me. And I will give gratitude and grace and just big thanks to that Supreme that kept me alive through many things. I know nobody can have it other than me and the big G, mother and father. I have some laundry to do and some things to do, but I will check in later because, yeah, why not? Sending you heights and, divine reflection. If I can do it, you can do it. It's the time. You're the fire horse, okay? Be blessed. Blessed, not blessed, because be less is not what we're doing moving forward. And peace be with you. Bye. I don't know how to get out of here. Did I even start this? Oh my God, could you imagine? No, I did. Okay, bye.